Now that you've had the opportunity to view the overview of Making Thinking Visible, you have a basic understanding of how each routine works. The purpose of this video is to give you experience with these thinking routines using mathematics content. For the next few minutes, you will see examples of how you can incorporate these thinking routines into your lessons. I know that through discussions in your PLCs, you will come up with some great ideas on how to incorporate these thinking routines into your classroom. We will begin by taking a look at two of the Introducing and Exploring Ideas routines, Think, Puzzle, Explore, and the Explanation Game. Imagine, if you will, that you are sitting in an Algebra 1 class. We are studying a unit on linear functions. Look at the graphs shown. What do you think you know about these graphs? I'll give you 10 seconds to think about it. Now jot your thinking down on a sticky note. Share what you think you know about this topic. At this point, you would pause and give the students opportunity to share out. Now think about what puzzles you about these graphs. What are you wondering about? Is there something about these graphs that you would want to know more about? Take a moment to share out your puzzles. At this point, you would pause and give the students the opportunity to share their puzzles. Explore the puzzles by thinking about how could we explore these puzzles? Who might you ask? Where might you find the information? Give the students time to share their thinking on how they would explore these puzzles. Now we are going to experience a mini lesson using the explanation game. You have just magically been transformed into a classroom full of 8th grade math students. Today we are going to play the explanation game. Take a look at the following model. With a partner, take time to see all that you can possibly see. Point out to one another things you observe. In other words, name the features you see. Then explain it. What could it be? Be sure to give some reasons to support your answer. If you think it could be something else because of what you see, then write that down too. Let's take a moment to share what you saw or named. How might you explain what it is? What are the reasons you think this? Could it be something else? What makes you say that? At this point, I'd like for you to take a few minutes and brainstorm some ideas on how you could use Think, Puzzle, Explore and the explanation game in instruction in the upcoming week. Please pause the video and brainstorm some ideas and share your ideas. The next two routines are in the synthesizing and organizing category, headlines, and I used to think, now I think. Now you are in an Algebra 2 classroom. We have been studying transformations of parent functions. Write a headline that captures an important aspect or idea we would want to remember. Remember to give reasons behind what you wrote. At this point, you would pause and give the students an opportunity to write their headline, and then have the students share out their headline and their thinking and reasoning behind their headline. Next up, 6th grade. We've been studying a unit on factors and multiples. Think about what you knew at the beginning of this unit and what we've learned throughout the unit. Now please complete this prompt. I used to think, now I think. Give the students a few minutes to jot down their ideas and have them share out with a partner. Ask the students, did someone shifting think? What information changed your thinking? This is an example that I found of I used to think, now I think from a very similar unit. It was borrowed from the Making Thinking Visible Facebook page. Please pause the video to brainstorm how you might use headlines and I used to think, now I think in an upcoming lesson. Share out your responses. The simplest and perhaps the most powerful of the thinking routines is, what makes you say that? Our last stop for today is 7th grade math. What makes you say that routine is a simple questioning routine that you can ask any student to reveal the thinking behind the answer. Use this strategy to dig into their thinking. You probably even want to layer it with other routines that we've studied today. The simplest and perhaps most powerful of the digging deeper routines is what makes you say that. How will you use it in your classroom? Thank you for participating in these virtual mini lessons using thinking routines. Don't forget to embed these routines with regularity in your lesson design. So that I can come and see the great work you are doing in your classroom, please send me an email or call me and let me know when you will be using these routines in your classroom. Until next time, it's Brenda.